Okay, so for this exercise, I decided to up the ante a little bit as far as technicality is concerned. There's a few big old turnbacks, a couple of tricky related distances, and it all starts off with quite a demanding little gymnastic. Now, if you've done quite a few of my exercises already, you should be good to go for this one. If not, keep it small until you get the feel for it. Right, so this isn't a super complicated setup, but you don't set it up the way you ride it. So you're going to have to watch me ride it and see where you need to go. So you start off with the gymnastic down the long side of your arena, and these are the measurements. So it's 7 paces from the first jump to the oxa. Take note that the first jump is a nice tall cross. Then you have a placing pole exactly in the middle of the 2 jumps. So it's 3.5 paces either side of the placing pole. Then from the oxa to the third vertical, it's 11 paces for 2 strides. And from the third vertical to the last vertical, it's 15 paces for 3 strides. Then you set up this line down the other long side of your arena. Oxa, then 5 strides to a double combination, which is an oxa, 1 stride to a vertical. These are the measurements. So from the oxa to the combination, it walks 24 paces for 5 strides, and then it's the standard 8 paces for the 1 stride combination. You then set up this oxa at an angle like so, and it needs to be 28 paces away on a curve to the double combination for a 6 stride related distance on a curve. You then set up a vertical at an angle like this, and this vertical needs to be 24 paces away from the oxa you just set up on a curve for a 5 stride related distance on a curve. And finally, between these 2 oxas, you set up a vertical at an angle like so. And that's it. You're all set up and ready to go. Don't forget to download the JPEG of the course plan in the description below. It's much easier to set up the course off your phone that way. Okay, so firstly, the big turn back to jump number 2. It's not that high pressure, and by that I mean you're not jumping into a related distance or going to a big oxa, so it's actually a nice way to practice the turn back without feeling too much pressure. Now the trick to riding them well is to look as early as possible, try not fiddle too much and kill your canter, so keep moving forward on the tight part of the turn. And then the turn to number 3. This one is not as difficult, but you need to get it right because you come into an oxa that follows onto a related distance on a curve to a double combination. So once again, remember to look early and keep stepping forward through your turn. This time you need to focus on getting dead straight to the oxer. That will put you on the correct line to the related distance on the curve to the combination. It's easy to fall in on your turn a little and jump the oxer at a slight angle, which will put you on a more direct line to the combination, which will make the related distance right too short. So make sure you keep enough inside leg and inside bend through the turn to prevent your horse from falling in. And lastly, the curve to jump 7. It's super easy to overshoot your turn here and miss your line, which makes the related distance ride too long. So you need to be thinking about turning to the right in the air over the vertical and get onto the correct line as early as possible. Doing this will also give you the leg change in the air, which will obviously make the turn much easier. Awesome, you made it to the end. So you're the type of person that will really enjoy this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and I'll keep the videos coming.